Hey guys, what's up? In this video, I'm going to talk about my own idea known as a expected value of perfect information equivalent for Markov models. And I'm going to go and call this the expected value of process improvement. Like I've previously stated, this is my own idea, so you should go and watch this video more like a vlog, or rather than something that is actually being done out there. So view it as something that is entertaining if you're into that. So as previously stated, this is a video where I'm going to go and discuss my own idea of a value of information statistic for Markov processes. As a background, the kind of value of information analysis statistics which have been discussed on this channel thus far in our series on value of information analysis have been primarily with reference to the type of uncertainty which can be represented in the context of a decision tree. We can model scenarios of perfect information by orienting our decisions by first observing nature and then going and making a choice. For Markov models, however, the kind of uncertainty is one which is experienced over and over again, with the choice being on which process you would wish to go and choose. Thinking about what perfect information looks like in each of these scenarios can be difficult to think about, but I'm thinking that there might be a viable alternative here. So just to go and recall what I was going and really talk about, or really just explain that in a little bit more depth, we can go and define a choice over risky alternatives as a decision tree on our left-hand side, where we have this expected value without perfect information. In this case, you're just going and starting out at your decision node, represented by the square, and you're choosing which arm to go down, which maximizes your net benefits. When we're talking about this with reference to the value with perfect information, right? This is a case where we're then going to take our chance node and pull it to the back, and then go and make a choice after going and observing each state of nature. This is what we call the expected value with perfect information that we go and have there. Now, for Markov processes, or really Markov models in general, this is a case where you're making a choice between two processes with some time horizon that you go and have there. And in this case, you're going and choosing, well, which one of these processes would I want to go and be in? This could be represented as choosing which one of these net benefits, or I want to call them expected net benefits here, because that's what you go and have here, despite it being a Markov process, where X is going to be your state row vector. PJK is a transition process J repeated over K periods. So this is just another way of just going and saying, well, this is a process that's repeated K times. And your NB, right, with this little apostrophe here, that's a column vector of net benefits. So we're actually able to go and prescribe a value to it. This is really the case where we have no perfect information, right? We're just going and making a choice between these two alternatives. Well, what would be an equivalent here? That's what I would like to go and ask. And what I want to suggest is that we have this notion of a ideal process here, where you're going and having a value that is associated with just going and choosing on this ideal process. And I've put this little script P here for this transition matrix over here to go and just show that this is not like our PJ here, right? This is a ideal process, and we're going to go and give a definition for what an ideal process is here. So I'm defining this term ideal process. So how are we going to go and do that? So it's not going to be so foreign. We're going to suppose that we have a Markov process with a partial order over states. Consider a simple example where we have two states, x1 and x2, where we say x1 is preferred to x2, and we're just going to use the x1 is with this preference relation symbol to x2. Suppose that we are considering a choice over a two by two Markov transition matrices A and B, right? Where we have A and B being as follows. We can call state 1 as being healthy and state 2 as being sick. we're going to go and read A12, or alternatively B12, as the probability of transitioning from state 1 to state 2. We'll go and say that one transition matrix, or really A, is preferred to B, if the transition values that are bringing us to state 1, right, is greater than or equal to that of state B, or really transition matrix B, right, where we have B1 and plus B2. Using our ranking of X1 and X2, right, we have already have that partial order there. And our definition, right, in this line above, we can say that we have an ideal transition process which is one of the following form, right? And this could be, extended to a case where you have, an n by n transition matrix, many rows, many columns, square matrix. This is going to be one which is going to pull you directly to your desired state, regardless of whatever your starting state is going to go and be in. So it'll bring you there to your ideal state immediately. Operationalizing this idea that I was stating, I want to go and present the expected value of process improvement. And this is very similar to your expected value of perfect information that you go and you have here, just that you have the value from your ideal process minus your optimal choice over your imperfect processes that you go and you have here, where your max operator is just going and choosing, well, which treatment is going to really give me the highest net benefit over, some period K that we go and have here. Now, what value does this measure go and provide? Many treatments do not actually change the underlying epidemiology structurally, but rather they change their transition values. That's something that we have to go and note. As such, when a research program is proposed to go and seek a cure for a disease with a funding request associated with it, having a sense of what is the maximal amount that we are willing to pay for this program is important. So it gives us a feasible upper limit about how much we should be paying for this information. This is exactly the type of questions we seek to answer in traditional value of information analysis with the expected value of perfect information. So all that has been done here is just reorienting your expected value of perfect information statistic for Markov processes here, right? Albeit in a little bit of a different manner. We had to go and introduce these partial orders over our states, and we also had to go and talk about, well, what does perfect information look like in terms of our Markov processes? And I said that that's with reference to bringing us to our most desired state almost immediately. So this is pretty much the end of the video. Didn't come up with a great ending slide here, but let me know your thoughts. Let me know what you think here. Is this crazy? Is this a bad idea? Do you think this is cool? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. Take care.